Hey everyone, I'm gonna do a video for fun today. I'm gonna do a time-lapse video.
Daddy.
Just to kind of have some fun.
Daddy.
It's gonna be on rearranging my board.
I'm trying to right there.
Okay. I've already rearranged my board once, but I'm going to rearrange it again because I want to move this over here. And I just don't like how this setup is, so I'll go through rearrange. And you'll probably see this little cutie every now and then through the video. Okay, well, as you can see, the board's done. Monster Chaos, I finally got to go where I needed to. Just kind of explain a little bit how I got set up. Direct chain, volume pedal, wah, to noise suppressor, ditto looper, DD7 out. And I had that on the end in case I ever want to do a stereo out, I can do that. Tuner is off of the tuner from the volume pedal. I have the jackhammer, flanger, and a stereo chorus looped out of the noise suppressor, my homemade tap tempo for my delay. So yeah, it's finally done. Got all the power, everything is connected. It took me a minute. Some of the cables wouldn't go where I wanted to, but I finally got it to where it goes. So yeah, I'll go ahead and cut to demoing it now. Just kind of make sure everything's working. Alright guys, here's the board. It's connected. Everything turns on like it's supposed to. Played through it a few times already and it feels comfortable as far as the layout goes. I'll do a couple of sound demos out of it. I'm going to be playing out of my Marshall VS100 and I'm not using the foot switch for it. I'm using just a clean channel. Guitar, I'm using PRS March My SE Custom. So yeah. Before I get on the jackhammer, I'm going to turn the gain down a little bit. Yeah. Cool. Try out the jackhammer. Which, by the way, if you're looking for a good overdrive distortion pedal, the jackhammer is great. I used to have the Boss MT2, which was an okay pedal, but it's a really hard pedal to dial in a good sound on. And once you get a good dialed in pretty well, you can get a good sound out of it. But this jackhammer is so much easier to dial in, and it sounds way better as far as an overdrive or distortion pedal. So yeah, great overdrive. I love that thing. A few notes to mention from my rig rundown video that I've done a while back. Obviously a few changes to the board. DD7 looper. DD7 delay from Boss. The Ditto looper from TC Electronics is great. The little looper, simple, stupid, easy to use. Obviously the jackhammer, and my little cool, nifty tap tempo that I made. This board I can actually use if I want as a guitar or bass guitar setup. Obviously, with the flanger, I just had to change the input. The jackhammer can actually be a pretty decent bass drive. Just turn the gain down a good bit for the bass. I don't have my foot switch up here like I usually do, besides down here at the bottom, because I have, obviously, if you can see it, I have two different foot switches. The Marshall, obviously, and then this one, which is for this Behringer amp right above the board, but it also works with my new bass amp that I bought not too long ago. It's a TC Electronics BG250 112. Great bass amp for a small and the price of it. It's got great headroom for volume wise, and it's just a pretty nifty amp with the tone print features and all that stuff. So if you're looking for a bass amp that's cheap, or I should say decently priced, and has great sound out of it, I highly recommend a TC Electronics BG250 amp. But anyway, that's the board. Sounds good as always, and just this configuration just feels so much more comfortable. And it's a rearrangement that I've been wanting to do for a while, from advice that I've gotten from people on Facebook and pedalboard groups on how to rearrange the board. So yeah, that's my board, and I hope you enjoyed.